Oh, child, I haven't done a video in the daytime since I became a damn vampire. Wow. But anyway, I just wanted to get on here briefly and talk about the whole Tamar thing. I'm sure y'all have heard from every other vlogger out there, vlogger and blogger, about everything that's been going on with Tamar. But I just want to give my little opinion. It's not really any different from anything else that you've probably heard. But I'm just, it's just it's different because it's coming from me. All right. So anyway, uh, okay. Where do I want to start? So of course, how long it's been? Maybe like 2 weeks ago. I don't know, something like that. But anyway, we had found out that Tamar was let go. I found out on Instagram. But I didn't have time to like really like process everything. So I had heard or found out from Instagram that Tamar had been let go from the reel. It was like everywhere. It was all over everywhere. And then I saw that Tamar had left uh, this message, well, with this picture first, with Tony hugging her, but left this picture is actually, I think, from an old episode of Braxton Family Values. It was probably season two. When I think this was when Tony was like going into the hospital or something. It was season two or three, and so that's where this picture comes from. This is not a new picture, by the way, because I remember this episode. But anyway, all right. Tamar had left, a comment on her Instagram, and she was just like, "I love you all, but I have been stabbed in the back by someone I stupidly trusted, not my man or my sisters. I am not about to be tried and tested to snitch, and it's not in good taste to tell you who. But as hashtag Tamartians, you are very smart and can figure things out on your own. But know that everyone who smiles in your face is not your friend and is not cheering for you and will lie and try and tear you down to try to dim your light in forever. Thank God he holds my future in my hand. Remember who you are. I am Tamar Braxton, honey. And if you thought for 1 sec you played me in the late great Prince and the amazing Beyonce voice, you played yourself. To God be the glory, and I will be taking a short break from all social media. Until then, love yourself and watch your back. I put this picture up because this is the embrace I got from my sister and best friend that she always gives you when basically you need it. Okay. Yeah, Tony and Tamar. I've always gotten the impression that Tony and Tamar is very close. Trina and Tawanda is very close, and then Tracy, I guess she's just closer to her brother. But Tracy's definitely in the fold now, for sure, more so than the past. But yeah, so she left that whole thing. Also, the girls, all four of the girls actually, had left a comment on their page, and they was just saying that that's their best friend and yada yada. I'm gonna miss you and love you and yada yada. Okay, so when Tamar was like, my sisters, I thought that she was talking about the panel, not her actual sisters, because she called them her sisters too. So that's what I thought, but no, I think she was actually talking about her sisters, Tony, Tracy, Tawanda, Trina. Okay, so I was just like, all right, this is very interesting. Um, a little after that, Lonnie Love had left a comment and made some comments. She actually made like a YouTube post about it, and she was talking about how I had no idea that Tamar was being fired, yada yada. Now Lonnie was really the only one that spoke up about the whole thing, and she had no idea that Tamar was being fired, and she and she was just like, I haven't heard from Tamar, but I wish her the best and we love her and this and that. So, it's just been really up in arms and just really, crazy, the whole thing. And, let me just play this little snippet. So, this is a snippet from the Steve Harvey morning show that Tamar was on. She was the head of interview, and she kind of made an exciting announcement. This is after everything, and Here we go. I'm gonna play it for you guys, and hopefully y'all can hear it.
Breaking news. Here's the news.
Wait, do we need a drum roll for this, Steve? Because I have a feeling this is huge, right?
Let me sit up straight.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Flat.
it's developed into something because of our relationship over the years with the entire family, but especially our relationship with her husband Vince, who is an absolute brilliant businessman, and the relationship with the president of my production company, Gerald Washington, 112th Street Productions. We are proud to announce that 112th Street Productions, which is one of the fastest growing TV production companies in Hollywood right now, in conjunction with Endemol Shine North America, my production company, East 112th Street, has just signed Tamar Braxton
Come on, Jesus.
to produce a talk show TV series
Look at him.
with Tamar Braxton.
What? Say that again, Steve. I don't think they heard you.
East 112th
Oh,
Street
this the real right here.
Productions.
Oh, this the real.
Shade.
Yeah.
We saw the opportunity of what people may recognize as the end, but it's not. It's such a beginning. She has such a bright future. She is such a star. She has so much to offer. She is a plethora of talent. And so we've signed her to 112th Street Productions for a new show on several different
Won't he
levels.
do it? Won't he do it?
We
will.
think she would make a great game show host.
Uh-huh.
We think she would make a great talk show host.
Well,
We think she's in line to produce a number of series. We think that she has a reach in the millennial space that is not out there at the superstar level that she has, that she brings to the table. So we proudly announce today that Tamar Braxton is already on her feet.
Take out the real.
Don't take God Jr.
Won't he do it? Won't he do it? Hey!
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Okay. And they go on and on. The interview is actually about 31 minutes. Tamar revealed in the interview that, she has nothing but good things to say about Jeannie, Adrian, Lonnie, and Tamara. That, there was no issues with them and yada yada and this and that, which I find it hard to believe. When you put a bunch of people together in one space, especially a bunch of women, anything is bound to happen. I remember they showed on Braxton Family Values. This new season is here already. It kind of shocked me because I was going to review the new season, but it comes on a day that I work, so it's going to be kind of difficult for me to review the season of Braxton Family Values. But I really want to, and I really am going to try. If y'all want to see it, but anyway, she showed her initial reaction. I'm assuming, when she first heard about the news. Vince was upset and he called Tony over. Tony came over and that's when she Tony hugged Tamar and Tamar was just like, I thought she had mentioned, she was just like, I'm going to work with my friends, so I thought, and I don't even know what's going on. And 2016 has been a horrible year for her and all the good stuff not all that good stuff, but with all that stuff. And so it has been a bad year for Tamar, and this whole news thing is unfortunate. I'm looking at my phone. I'm trying to get something. I'm going to continue to talk to y'all, but I'm looking down at my phone because I'm trying to find this picture that I took with Tamar a long, long time ago. Well, no, it was 2013, January, in Atlanta when I met her. I have this picture somewhere on my fucking Facebook. If I cannot find it, then, don't judge me, but I really did meet her, y'all. And I thought she was lovely. But, anyway, as I was saying, guys, this whole news is just really, disappointing and, sad, I'm sure, because it was just all the way that they did it. Now, one thing that Tamar should not have done was been so public about the whole thing. But she was definitely in her feelings, and she has the right to be in her feelings. Anybody will be in their feelings once the rug is like pulled off from under you like that, and the rug was definitely pulled off from under her. Like I was just like, dang, like what the hell happened? It was ultimately it's just really unfortunate and really sad. It's that happened to her. I don't really think she deserved that to be, especially to be like let go in that kind of way. It was much. And of course, I can't find the picture. It's just, it's 2 years ago, y'all, so it's like, it's way down. But, let's see. Okay, I'll give up. I don't know. Yeah, okay. So anyway, what was I gonna say? I do. Okay, one thing that I have to say this. One thing that I did not like, or I didn't notice, I should say, was the kind of shade that Tamar threw at Jeannie a lot. That's something that I did notice, which I didn't really like. I was just like, Tamar, why are you coming for her? Now, Jeannie, she can be a little annoying and stuff, but for the most part, I didn't really understand that whole issue. She kind of made it obvious that she really didn't feel Jeannie, at least at first, season one for sure. But they started to get closer and closer, and I think they ended up being cool. I think they just ended up accepting each other for each other, who they were. Um, but I find it's something not sitting well with the kids. It's some sneaky shit that's going on. I feel like because the reason they said that she was fired was because of she couldn't relate to advertisers and all that stuff. People can relate to her, and she was a diva and difficult to work with and all that kind of stuff. But I mean, out the gate, I'm pretty sure that Tamar was who she was, but they still went with her. They still chose her to be a part of the show. So, and I also think money maybe was an issue because maybe it was too much money going to them because Vince was getting his little producer checks, and Tamar was also getting a check for being one of the hosts. So that's it was just like okay, it was probably a money thing, and also I honestly believe that when when Tamar got sick, and she wasn't on the show for a while, I think they notice certain ratings or whatever, certain people started to watch a little more, probably a little bit more Caucasian people um, started to watch a little bit more. And, they was just, and they was like, they couldn't relate to her and yada yada, which I do believe that, the way that Tamar acts is very kind of flamboyant a lot of times. And so I do believe that it was difficult for people to relate to her, especially white people to relate to that kind of clickety clackety stuff that she gives that the kids give. So I'm sure that was a lot. There was moments for her to relate. But Tamar, I feel like honestly, do I think I don't know Tamar personally. I met her once, but I do feel like who Tamar is who she is, and it's honestly a result of she just didn't become this way all of a sudden. I felt like it's been like this for a minute. As far as her being over the top and or spoiled or whatever you want to say. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, the girls even said it on the show. She's the baby. She's been treated as such. She's always gotten her way, and so of course it's gonna once you're used to something, and then now she has this, husband who is wealthy. So it's just like it's just continuing her. It's just building her head up in a way. But I don't feel like she's a bad person or anything, and I really don't think that she. I honestly think a lot of times Tamar is just having fun. And and she can be a little much and loud, and slightly ratchet and all that. But I mean, it is what it is. It's one reason why people like her, a lot. Um, I was watching another vlogger's video. I'm not gonna say his name, but he was saying like he feels like Tamar had her hand in too many hats, pretty much, because she was putting out the album, and then on Dancing with the Stars, and the show, and doing this and that. It definitely was a lot. Um, Sometimes God will sit you down if you feel like, we as people, we need rest. We are not designed to just go and go and go and go and go without getting any sleep, any kind of rest, mentally and physically. We need that. And she was definitely doing too much, and she was going and going and going, and then she had to stop the promotion of her album. She really didn't get to promote it, even though it ended up, getting Grammy nominated. But she didn't get to promote her album, really, because she, was on Dancing with the Stars and doing the show, and then she got sick. So it was just a lot that was going on at one time. So, I do agree that maybe she should just focus on one thing and just stick to that. Um, I feel like she should master her music first. If that's really what she wants to do, which is what I feel like, music is a big part of her, but I feel like it's not all of her. Because I saw an interview of her one time, and she was like, all I wanted to do was sing, and yeah, and I completely understand that, because this is really all I want to do. Like, sometimes I wake up in tears, or I just have dreams about just me singing on stage. Like, I completely get that, everything that she's saying, because I feel the same way. But um what I don't think that she gets is that people have now fell in love with Tamar Braxton because of her personality, over her music, more so than her music. Her music is good. Her music is great. All that. I have both of her albums, "Calling All Lovers" and "Love and War." And here's "Love and War." I can't find. Where's "Calling All Lovers"? Y'all, I'm all over the place. I just wanted to at least show y'all the damn CDs, since I didn't get to show y'all the fucking picture. Let's see. Let's see. Enjoy the music. Did you hear this? Bomb. Favorite tracks: "Simple Things," "Broken Record," "Circles," "Raise the Bar," uh, "Free Falling," "King." Just a great, great album. This album definitely deserved to be Grammy nominated. It's unfortunate that she didn't get to promote, because it's a great album. I wish she would have put out more singles. She's singing her throat off. But anyway, what was I saying? Um, about the whole singing thing. She says that she's a singer first. She's always been a singer. People have fell in love with her because of her personality from this show. Many of us, when she, I'm gonna talk about the good and the bad with Tamar. She definitely gets on her cocky shit sometimes, and like, certain things that she say is not, you shouldn't say out loud. Certain things is just kitchen table talk. Um, like, I remember on Dancing with the Stars, she was doing an interview, and she was doing really well, and they asked her, how she feels about everything, the show, and she was just like, what, I feel like, she pretty much said, I feel like I'm the one to beat. You don't say that out loud, Tamar. Especially in front of all these white folks, child. Um, then she was just like, shit, what was I gonna say, y'all? I was drinking last night. It's her, she goes on, and she talks about how much of a good singer she has, or she has in the past, that she is, and she is a great singer. Um, but for whatever reason, her music is not reaching the masses. She's not going into her full potential musically. Uh, and that could be many different reasons, but her music is actually really good, especially this album. She improved a whole lot on this album than Love and War. Um, but like I said, people fell in love with Tamar Braxton because of um her personality more so than her music. Oh, what I was gonna say, I just remember, is that she was just like she was talking to Tony one time on the show or something, and she was just like, I was Tamar Braxton before Vince. Yes, she was. You was Tamar Braxton ever since they named you, love. Yes, indeed. But the world did not know Tamar Braxton or any of y'all, to be completely honest, except for Tony. So she sometimes get a little like in her head or something, but that's just the honest to God truth. The world did not know Tamar Braxton until Braxton Family Values. Okay, that's just the truth. I love Tamar, but I'm just saying that's just the truth. The only Braxton that we knew of was Tony. Um, and I honestly, I want Tamar to prosper, and I want Tamar to do good musically, and get more world awards and sell records and all that good stuff. But I think that she's going into. I honestly, my heart feels like, and just my opinion, I feel like Tamar Braxton is more um concerned and more focused on being popular than being a singer, than mastering her art, and meaning selling records, and doing the whole nine, mastering the art of the music industry. I feel like she's more so focused on being a personality than that, because I think she realized, wow, my music is not doing as great, so let me just focused on my personality and everything, which is honestly, I feel like it's the best thing. But I do want her to continue to make music, and I do want her music to sell. But I just don't know if it will at this point. I feel like she's just gonna have to totally just. I don't know what she's gonna have to do, because it's not like her music is not good. Her music is really good. Um, so it's I don't know. It's just very interesting. But I don't know. Maybe Vince got some pull with the Grammys, or whatever the hell. But I don't know. I can't. I would say her music should get better, but her music is really good. So I don't know what to say about that musically. But I do. She does need to focus on one thing and master that, and then move on to the next thing. If you want to do music, strictly focus on music. That's it. Put all your time and patience and love into music. Promote music. Don't do anything else. Then if you once you're done with that, or once you're satisfied or not with that, and you just want to move on, okay, leave music for a minute and move on to the next thing. You have to do things in order. We can't do everything at one time, because something is not going to go right. That's just life. It's just what I feel. Okay, what else did I want to talk about? It's just a really sad situation how it all happened. And then we all know Tamar. She can be a little petty. And I remember somebody posted on Instagram. It was a picture of all the girls, and all the girls was like further up in the camera, and Tamar was kind of further back. And it said something like, when you're around people you don't fuck with, and Tamar like reposted it or commented or something. She was just like, basically, or so I definitely think it was some drama behind the scenes that we will never know about. None of the girls will ever talk about. um I do think at one point, or at several points, some of the castmates had kind of went back, ran their mouth, or told some certain things about Tamar, that they feel a little uncomfortable with Tamar, or whatever the hell, whatever have you. I definitely can see that. Because Tamar can be a little merch, as I said, with her mouth and everything. She can be very opinionated, and if you don't think the way that she thinks, she kind of makes you feel like something wrong with you. I've definitely gotten that vibe from just watching her on the show. Um, but in general, most of the times, I don't feel like she means any harm. I really don't. I think it's just her personality. But I wanted to share this little clip with y'all. These are the girls when Mama Evelyn was on there. These are the girls and they was crying and talking, and that Tamar's not here and yada yada. This is after she left, I think.
Who's my best friend? If I was something was happening in the middle, like who would I call? And Tamar, it would be you. You are my best friend. And we don't have her right now. I'm thankful for you. You guys are my best friends. It's crazy, right? Like literally, I would call you guys my best friends.
And we don't have her right now, and it's been so hard on us. But I want to thank the fans, because the fans have been so supportive of all of us. And we just miss her.
Yeah.
You don't know, you miss a person until they're not.
I was like, who's my best friend? If I was something was happening in the middle, like who would I call? And Tamar, it would be you. You are my best friend.
And we don't have her right now.
Instagram at It's King's World.
You guys are my best friends. It's crazy, right? Like literally, I would call you guys my best friends.
And we don't
Y'all,
have
this
her
got
right
so
now.
many
It's
views
been
when I
so hard
reposted
on us.
this. Look,
But I want to thank the fans.
3,000 and
because the
something
fans have
views.
been so supportive of all of us. And we just miss her.
Yeah.
You don't know, you miss a person until they're not.
I was like, who's my best friend? If I was
They're silly as hell on Instagram. Y'all saw that thing with Tamar talking about you tried it. That seemed a little fake to me. Am I the only one? That seemed really unauthentic to me. I could be wrong, but it really just seemed like real to me. But I don't know. Do y'all think that the show is gonna like suffer without Tamar on the real? Um, how do y'all feel about everything that I said about Tamar and all the good stuff? Should I review Braxton Valley Values? What do y'all think about the ladies on the show? And her, getting the whole thing with Steve Harvey, to produce different shows and all that good stuff. Like I said, if she's gonna do this whole thing with Steve Harvey, whenever it happens for her, whenever it pops off, she needs to just chill out and focus on that. There's only so much one person can do at one time. That's all I'm saying. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram, by the way, at It's King's World, at It's King's World on Instagram, of course, and on Twitter, at It's King's World 89 on Snapchat, Chase King was here on Facebook. All the good at It's King's World on Twitter. I probably just said that. Follow me, like, comment, share, all that good stuff. I just want to come in here and then talk about Tamar a little bit and the whole drama that was surrounding her getting fired and all that stuff. And it's just it's unfortunate, I think, how they did it. But every setback is a setup for a comeback. I hope I said that right. But it's the honest to God truth. It really really is. But she'll get something better. She'll be fine. She's as she says, she's Tamar Braxton. She's definitely Tamar Braxton. So good luck to her. And just honestly, good luck to all the girls, I guess. It was something that she had unfollowed Jeannie and Lonnie and Adrian on Instagram or Twitter, but she was only still following Tamara or so. But I don't think that was true. I think she's still following the girls, are cool with the girls, but I'm almost certain that one or two of them had went back to the producers, had little private meetings, little private brunches or whatever, and kind of was just like, I'm kind of feeling some kind of way about Tamar being on the cast, and maybe the producers kind of, everything helps, they say that this wasn't a mutual decision. It wasn't with Tamar, but with everybody else, I'm pretty sure it is. Because those y'all saw those crocodile tears, child. Anyway, but I still like all the girls, definitely. And will I still watch the real? Yes. But Tamar did bring certain you know, comedic, comedic, what's the word? A comedic, je ne sais quoi to the show, if that fucking makes any sense. She, you know, definitely entertained the kids. She was definitely funny. So the show's probably gonna be a little bit less funny without her. And her whole "you tried it" segments are hilarious. I love them. But anyway, just wish all the kids the best of luck. And there you go. This video is over 30 minutes long. Wow. All right. I'm a mess. But I'll see you guys later. I love you so much. I really do. Follow me. Like I said, like, comment, share, all that good stuff. Give me your honest opinions, guys. All right. I love you so much. I really do.